Hope for Addiction started in our church about a year ago is when the training began, and has been active and open to the public for about the past 6 months. In that time frame, we have seen demonstrable success and fruit from the program. We've had several people join our church through it. In fact, we're having baptisms this week with 2 people. And our custodian has been hired through the program as well. And we have seen real change in he and his wife's life.
I've been here for a year now for pastoral training, and part of the training is to be involved in discipleship ministries such as Hope for Addiction. And I've been part of Hope for Addiction, part of the leadership core. And it's been a blessing to just see people's lives changed. Every meeting, people are encouraged to see how real addiction is and how real the negative implications of it in our lives. But the meeting would always end to knowing about the gospel of Christ and its positive implication into our lives. And people are also encouraged to be involved in a community where they can be all the more encouraged and discipled as they fight against addiction.
Working with the Hope for Addiction people, it's been wonderful because they've given us over a year's worth of curriculum for all of our meetings. They've helped us understand how to run a meeting. They've done training for all of our leaders, and there's a hotline where we can call, and we've gotten to see people get saved and baptisms happen, and folks who were trapped in addiction now free to follow Jesus Christ. It's just a wonderful thing to see. As a busy pastor, I'm not looking to sign up to do things, but Hope for Addiction makes it easy for me to be equipped and for me to equip the people in our church to be able to help those who are trapped in a lifestyle, that circular lifestyle of drugs and alcohol. I'd highly recommend Hope for Addiction.
I've had the opportunity to use the curriculum myself in just creating a small group for people who are in our congregation, and we've been able to come alongside and serve a couple who is struggling with alcohol, and it's just given us a very easy way for us to come alongside them with something that has meaning and has significance behind it. I am planning on putting that to use as a program, if you will, in our church. We will pursue those in our community who struggle with addiction, and we will use Hope for Addiction to be the face of our activity. Hope for Addiction allows us to do that, gives us a clear path on how that might work so that I can fulfill my duty, my calling to equip people for ministry.
I have been praying, and ones have been coming to me and asking, what can we do? How can we serve those that are really struggling with addictions? And I have been praying and asking the Lord, give us some resources, give us some encouragement. We are thankful here at Mercy Hill that we can come alongside and be a part of Hope for Addictions. We've been able to attend some trainings, which have been excellent, very, very good. Understanding what the Bible says about addictions, but also explaining how that they are able to apply it to people's real needs, real situations, real challenges, real issues. I've been able to bring ones alongside me to those training times, and it's amazing just to hear how that has influenced them and has impacted them. And so I'm excited to start the ministry here, just to be able to encourage our community in a greater way.
Mayer is not unlike most of rural North America, struggling with problems in addiction. And one of the first things that we felt God was leading us to is some sort of ministry to specifically address that problem. And for the better part of 5 years, I looked everywhere. We came to see this is what we had been looking for. This is what we wanted. This fit with our philosophy of ministry. This is what we wanted to bring to the community of Mayer and the surrounding communities that desperately have this need. the church's involvement with addiction is sober up or you're going to hell, not really offering hope. And so I think there's a resistance to seeing the church involved because they don't understand the philosophy of Ministry of Hope for Addiction. And that is, these meetings are really loving and grace-filled. We're not here to condemn, we're here to walk alongside. The staff for Hope for Addiction has been with us every step of the way. They're flexible, they're always coming up with new ideas, and we never feel like we're alone.